So learning to do the Rubik's Cube was pretty cool, and then I felt really good when I was the first time I was able to solve it without the book.
Every time you do it, you learn something new.
Well, first I just wanted to solve it, and then I decided, you know what, I want to be able to solve it without the book.
I felt like I was smart, like I belonged in college.
Well, I felt that I wanted to brag to everybody that I could do it, and they couldn't.
When I first solved the cube, I was real happy.
When I first flipped through it, I was like, I can't do this. This looks way too challenging. But then I was like, oh, this is really, like, it's gonna be really easy once I actually started doing it.
Presents itself as something colorful, something very engaging, and that kind of hooks them into doing it.
It builds self-esteem in every kid who does it. And so whether you're an outgoing girl or a shy girl, you get an opportunity to build some self-esteem by being successful with a Rubik's Cube.
It's kind of cool. It's what intimidates them at first, but it's definitely, you know, one of the positive aspects of them solving it, because once they do, they definitely have a rise in their self-esteem.
Anybody can pick it up and do it. The equipment's there. It is just, how can you refuse it? It's dynamite, and it's proved to be dynamite.
Pluses that came out of the solution guide was also the fact that they could see that it had steps. So something as small as having the step 1, step 2 listed in the corner, the kids could kind of flip to the back and say, okay, well, there's only 8 steps, there's only 9 steps, which I'm not sure how many, but you know, they were able to look and see, I know it's this many steps. So as they started to go through them, it's like, okay, I'm on step 1, I'm on step 2, I'm on step 3. And it was just even that, you know, it got to the point where the kids started to feel a sense of accomplishment for finishing one step, which I think was great, because if it didn't have that and they just had to constantly flip through the pages and, you know, work their way through it, they wouldn't have come up with that on their own. But the fact that it was labeled that way, I think it was good for them.
First I thought, ooh, I want to learn how to do this. Then I thought, ooh, what a great cabin team building activity. Ooh, what a great rainy day activity. Ooh, this has possibilities all around camp. We will continue to do it until everybody in camp knows how to do it, doesn't need the book, and has their own Rubik's Cube.
I think there was like a lot of like good teamwork building, because like some girls would get it like extremely fast and the others were struggling, so the ones that got it faster would like go like sit next to them and help them through it step by step. I thought that was like really good bonding moments with each other.
And that was a really fun way for the kids who are kind of quiet and more reserved to help the kids who are outgoing, the kids who are playing baseball and football and soccer and things like that. During the downtimes, the quieter kids would go up to them and say, okay, check this out. And so it was good for team building and for bringing the cabin together.
The younger kids were intimidated, but like I'd sit right next to them and I'd help them through it, and once I helped them through it once, they wanted to do it again by themselves.
It's definitely a confidence booster for the kids. It's a sense of accomplishment for them, because no one, I'll wager no one has solved it right away. So for everyone, it was something they had to work at consistently. And for them, it was definitely just realizing that they can accomplish it, I think was the best.
Teaches a lot of patience, because when you're solving the cube, you have to pay attention to every single little detail, and when you get it wrong, you have to start all over again.
Some get frustrated, some don't even attempt to do it. They look at it and say, oh, I can't do this. But then as we talk to them and explain it more to them, they get more into it, and then they come ask us more and more questions. Instead of like putting it down, they'll come and, can you help me? Can you help me? Like, and that's all we hear every Monday, can you help me? It's kind of crazy, but it's fun.
Once, you know, a child has sat down, spent some time with it, and then can solve it, it makes a huge difference in their self-confidence.
First time I ever solved it, I felt like I accomplished like a goal that I thought I would like never accomplish.
When I first solved the cube, it was like I felt happy and excited, because I've always wanted to solve the cube.
If you have an opportunity to sign on to this program, sign on. It's great. I can't recommend it enough. It's just been a wonderful thing.
This is a great tool to kind of get back to the days of having conversation with your children.
When they solve it, they just get excited and they start jumping up and down and they're like, I'm going to go home immediately and get one and I'm going to do this and I'm going to teach all my friends because I can do the Rubik's Cube. They just got like really excited.